Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. The federal government via the Minister of Interior has sent a message to some of the inmates who escaped from the correctional center in Imo State, and they have made a solemn promise to them, which we are yet to hear from the inmates if they are going to give in based on the promise that the federal government has given to them. And also, ex-senator of Kaduna State had warned that separatists should stay off what Lord Lugard has joined together, and that's what we're going to be looking at in a jiffy. But before we continue, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. Aregbesola, who is the Minister of Interior, says the fugitive who escaped from the custodial center in Owerri, Imo State capital, will be pardoned if they voluntarily return. The minister gave the assurance while inspecting the center on Tuesday following an attack on the facility. He said unlawful escape from custody is a crime, but assured that willful returnees will be exempted from prosecution. The minister said he will ensure that those involved in the attack are brought to book. Aregbesola said the federal government will leave no stone unturned to fish out perpetrators of what he described as a dastardly act. He said unlawful escape from custody is a crime, but government in its magnanimity will grant amnesty to prisoners who willfully return. They will no longer be charged with unlawful escape, but only for the initial crime that took them to prison. So we urge all escapees to return before they are caught on the run. Sheye Oduntan, the Deputy Controller of Correctional Service in charge of Owerri Custodial Center, said 36 inmates stayed back after the attack, while 6 persons had so far returned. The police have accused the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra of being responsible for the prison break and the attack on the police command headquarters in Owerri. Meanwhile, the former senator of Kaduna State, talking about Shehu Sani, has come up with a very strong message for the separatists who are working hard to see how they can get independent. The former lawmaker, Senator Shehu Sani, has urged secessionists to quit their agitation. The right activist said that the amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorate by Lord Lugard in 1914 cannot be reversed. Recall that Yoruba activist Sunday Igboho had vowed to ensure the split of Nigeria to enable the Southwest establish the Oduduwa Republic. Another agitator and a former militant in the Niger Delta, Asari Dakubo, has announced himself as the leader of a new Biafran customary government, citing injustice and marginalization against the Igbos as his reason for making the declaration. However, in a tweet on Tuesday, Shehu Sani asked separatists to desist from calling for a breakup of Nigeria, saying the agitation can never be achieved. Separatists should bury their hatchet in concrete. What God and Lugard have put together, no man should put asunder. Let's be together in good health and in sickness, in Ebola time and in COVID time, in fresh air and in next level, and in extra next level. Wow, this is really, really serious considering the situation Nigeria is currently facing. Now, Nigerians have reacted especially to the issue of the return of the escapees back to the correctional center. And I want to look at some of the responses before I say what I have in mind to say, and then we look at the other issue of what the ex-senator have to tell those who are pushing for secession in Nigeria. Now, the first person here who had made a comment concerning what Aregbesola, Minister of Interior, had to say, gave his opinion. He said, how can the building even serve as prison? This building that was built to serve as prison when Nigerians were not dangerously wicked yet, but very law-abiding. This was when they keep people in prison and even bring them out without ropes, and they will go back voluntarily. Another person here say, man was probably sleeping when the jailbreak happened, talking about those who did not opt out. Another person said the escaped inmates don't have phone, nor are they on Twitter. They should go and use public address system to call them back. Another one here say, you have declared that you pardon a prisoner and you want the person to return back to the prison. So funny. And another person here said, this government funny die. Wonder how they think. See federal government. These inmates have reasoned with the Lord. Please allow them to enjoy the Easter. That one is very funny. And this one say, they should start by pardoning those 35 who refuse to run. That will be the first start. Most of them are waiting trial for years. Now, listen to what Aregbesola had said so that we don't make mistake here. He said that escaping from a correctional center is actually a crime. Do you understand? And that already those guys are charged with their own crime. They have a crime that brought them in there. That if they allow the police to fetch them out from where they are, arrest them in wherever they are, back to the correctional center, that they will not be persecuted or prosecuted for the crime of escaping from the correctional center, but they will only be dealt with based on their previous crime. Now, that's the bottom line. But first of all, I just want to look at the correctional center. This guy went in there, the governor of Imo State went in there to check out things and all of that. And what I saw there was really, really disgusting. I think the ideal name should still be prison. That's not a correctional center, because what I saw there does not look like a facility where people are, their mentality and everything is going to be corrected. It looks very, man, I can't even imagine Nigerians being stuck in there. Yeah, they are criminals, whatever they are. But if we have the mindset of fixing them up and bringing them back to the society within the period of time that they are going to be serving their jail term, I think the place should be, worked upon once again, so that it can, showcase that truly this place, we are meant to fix you up and send you back into the society. You understand? Though I didn't follow them, but I saw via a video where the governor of Imo State was going in and checking out the place. And oh my God, you can't stand the sight of that place. It's really, really wonderful. Let me just use that word, wonderful. So I think that they should do something about the correctional center. And then we've heard what the federal government have to say. I don't know if they are going to, they are going to honor their word. But the truth is that if you have committed a crime, you're still going to be dealt with based on the provision of the law. Looking at what Sani have to tell Nigerians, that no one should even think it of putting asunder, in respect to what happened in in respect to this issue of separate Nigeria. We don't want to stay together. The North and Southern Protectorate don't want to stay together and all of that. Now, let's be real here. Whether it was Lord Lugard that joined Nigeria together, it doesn't mean that the intentions were bad at the start. I don't know. But this is just my personal views. Tensions were not bad. And working together, we are going to be a great people. But then, the people who are making it a whole lot of mess are the people that we should be talking to for them to correct their ways. Because all of these things that we are enjoying today, orderliness in the state, where people are bosses and all of that, nobody's troubling them, and they are enjoying the authority that is given to it, is because there is order. When order is taken away, my brother, and anarchy take place, I tell you the truth that might will become authority. That's when you know that those guys guarding you will not be ready again to guard you. They will deal with you. These guys say Nigeria should stay together, but then, even as we have agreed that we should stay together as one country, this country should be restructured, please. A lot of people have said it, and it seems it's just a joke. From all indication, from the center, the whole country cannot be fully coordinated. Things cannot be done the way it ought to be done. The laws are being, looked down upon and all of that. Authority should be given to different regions. We should separate this country into different regions where we have at least a vice president for each of the region, and we see how we can run this show. All of them will be reporting directly to the president, and whatever thing that they have to do, they pay percentage of tax to the presidency. That's the only way out, because right now, what is currently going on in the country points to the fact that things are going to get rougher and rougher if we don't make that immediate decision.